Hi friends and welcome. In today's video, we're going to be doing a Q&A. I posted on my TikTok and community tab so that you guys can ask me some questions. I'll be answering some of your beautiful, thoughtful, burning questions. And if you want more Q&A videos, just let me know in the comment section. While I answer your questions, I'll be just cleaning up some areas, touching up some areas as well, maybe even decorating them. I just want to have something in the background while I answer some of your questions. The first question we have is from Ben. We have 3 questions. So the first one is, how do you lay out everything so it flows nicely and nothing is awkward? Where do you get your inspiration from? And how can you tell if your island is good? My goal is to have an ACNH YouTuber tour my island when it's finished, but I don't know how to tell when it's good enough to submit. To answer the first question, to make everything flow nicely, I plan out what I want to do first with an idea. So I look at the area that I want in front of me in the game, and then I start to think about what it is that I want here. Sometimes these spaces could be a little awkward, and I try to fill them up with either some plants or some items. Honestly, with the right furniture and adding some plants, you can make any space look less awkward. When in doubt, add waterfalls. That's what I do. Even though waterfalls are like super loud in the game, they always make an area look so nice and it distracts people from whatever awkward area you have. It's like a Jedi mind trick. For the second question, so majority of my inspiration comes from either me just making it up as I go along with the build, or from certain things that I've seen in the game, like for example the museum that I just did in my last video. Sometimes I just go to my storage and I just start looking at all of the items that I have until an idea sparks. Sometimes I even give up on the game and stop playing for a few days until I get over my burnout. And sometimes my ideas just come from movies or TV shows that I've watched, or from just Googling. And to answer the last question, how can you tell when your island is good and when it's good enough to submit for an island tour? You know, you can tell when your island is good when you're in love with it. Submit your application to as many YouTubers as you can, because you never know. And also, don't feel bad or discouraged if the YouTuber didn't pick your island yet. It doesn't mean that your island wasn't good enough. It could have meant that the YouTuber didn't have a chance to see it, because probably 10 out of 10 chance is that they get a lot of applications and they haven't looked at it. So don't give up on your goal. Submit it when you feel like you're done and that you're absolutely in love with your island. So the next question is, how did you decide on the fairy core theme? So I have 2 switches. My first island's theme is Star Wars cottagecore. I made that up, but it's more cottagecore than anything, honestly, because I couldn't really find a lot of items that could be used in Star Wars. So yeah, if you want to see a quick tour on that, I could show you. I was not good at terraforming, but if you are curious, I could definitely show you. So when I got my second switch, I wanted to do something different, but I didn't know what. I originally wanted to do a Beauty and the Beast island, but then I saw the movie Maleficent and I fell in love with the magical fairy world. I will show you a picture of the scene that really inspired the whole theme. So when I saw this scene in the movie, I was like, yes, I need to do this fairy theme. It is just so beautiful and magical, and it brings me back to when I was a little girl. The next question is, what are some fairy core island names? Because I'm really struggling to think of one. So I came up with my island name because originally, like I said, I wanted to do a Beauty and the Beast island. So I originally was going to name my island Belrose. You know, Belle, and then the infamous Rose, what the whole movie is about. But when I went to try to like make usernames with that name, they were taken and I couldn't really find a username, so I just reversed it and put Rose Belle instead, and the name just stuck with me. But I'll give you 5 fairy core names that I liked but I never used. So the first one is Luna Cove, which, fun fact, was the name of my Animal Crossing New Leaf town. Stardust, Nova, Blossom, and Moonlight. You can also Google some, maybe it'll probably help you. So the next 2 questions, I put them together because I felt like they were kind of similar. So the first one is, how long did it take you to finish your island? How much time did you spend building your island? So I started this island in October of 2020, and I'm probably going to be done maybe like the first week or second week of September. As for the time, for this island, I have 1,785 hours currently. And on my second Switch, I have 1,165 hours. So if you want to combine them together, that's like about 2,950 hours that I have put into this Animal Crossing world. Not including the other games that I've played. So the next question is, what is your fave season in Animal Crossing and in real life, and what island theme? I'll do next. And I love you too. Oh, hands down, I have to say Cherry Blossom season is my favorite season in Animal Crossing. I wish I could see like the actual Cherry Blossom season in real life, like in Japan, but maybe one day, who knows? But in real life, my favorite season is fall because I love pumpkins. I love sweater weather, I love being cozy, and we are about to enter into fall. And Starbucks brought back the pumpkin spice lattes. I literally just had one and it is so good. So if you haven't had one, you better go get one, honey. As for my next island theme, I have 3 themes in mind, but I will do a poll and you guys can decide on which one I'll do. The next question is similar. So there's 2 questions. The first one is, are you planning on restarting or doing another island after you finished your Fairy Core one? The second one is, if you did make a new island, what theme would you have? So I have another Switch, like I said, that I'll be starting a new island on. I'm going to still keep my current island for now. I haven't decided if I want to flatten it in the future because I do love my island layout and all of the rocks and my airport color. So I don't want to lose any of that, plus my DIYs that I've learned. Maybe in the future I'll probably flatten and do something with it. Who knows? Maybe, I don't know. But as for the new island theme, like I said, I have 3 in mind. So the 3 are Fairy Tropical Core, Beauty and the Beast, and Pastel Kid Core. I can't decide between the 3, so that's why I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put a poll and you guys will decide which one I'm going to do. The next question is, what is the best item or items that you would recommend? So for Fairy Core theme, I definitely recommend the Crescent Moon chair. It is my favorite DIY furniture ever in Animal Crossing. It is so beautiful, as well as it functions as a seat. The second one I recommend is the Mum Cushion, and the third one is the Hyacinth lamps. The Mum Cushion looks beautiful when you mix it with other flowers, and you can also sit on it and take pictures, and the Hyacinth lamps just looks magical at night. So I definitely recommend those 3, and I personally think they're the best. The next one is a 3-part question. So the first one is, what is your favorite part of your island? What part of your island took the longest to make? And who is your favorite villager? So for the first question, my favorite part of my island is hard to pick, but if I had to pick, I would pick the Crescent Moon Pond. I also have a tutorial on how I did it in the time cards, and I'll leave a link to that in the description. But this is my favorite part of my island because it literally looks so magical and beautiful, and it was worth making it. Now, the part of my island that took the longest was creating my rock garden, which I also have a video. I will leave it as well in the description. That rock garden took me weeks to do. It was such a pain to figure out, but at the end it looks so beautiful and I don't regret making it. Now, for my favorite villager, I have 2, but my favorite hands down is Marshall. Marshall is my baby. He can never do no wrong in my eyes. He will be a staple villager in all of my islands. I don't care. I need to see Marshall every time I log into Animal Crossing. My second favorite villager, even though you didn't ask, is Maple. She's such a cute little bear cub, and you guys know how much I love my little bears, and Maple is one of them. I just absolutely love her. She's such a queen, and she probably would be my number 1 favorite villager if Marshall never existed, but because Marshall exists, he's my favorite villager of all time. The next question is, how do you have so much space on your island? So for this question, I will say it is all about illusions. When you have just like a flat island, your island just looks one dimension and it just looks so small. But when you start adding textures like cliffs and waterfalls, bridges and inclines, your island starts to feel big. So emphasis on feel big. It's all an illusion. You can't terraform your island to be bigger. I honestly wish, but you could definitely add some things to make it feel bigger, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's how I make my island feel like it has a lot of space. The next question is, how do you stay motivated to decorate your island? Honestly, you guys give me so many good ideas on how to decorate my island, and I also love helping you guys decorate your island as well. But you guys are so kind to me and give me so much good feedback that it motivates me. You guys are literally awesome, and if I can somehow motivate you guys or help you in some way, you know, my DMs on Instagram are always open. If you want to talk about Animal Crossing, life, whatever you want to talk about, I'm here. The next question is, what is something you wish Animal Crossing would add in an update? Absolutely love this question. It is super loaded. But honestly, there's a lot that I wish Animal Crossing would add in an update. Like Rooster, which I think he might be added into the game. I keep hearing rumors and seeing rumors, but I'm not sure. The one thing I do wish Animal Crossing could bring back is Cap'n. If you guys ever played Animal Crossing New Leaf, Cap'n could take you to like an island where you can play mini games and get items that you can't get in your town. So I wish they brought that back because it gives you more to do in the game once you're finished with your island. But I feel like that's a little bit too much for an update. So I know that's not going to happen. I guess a more realistic thing that I wish they would add in an update is maybe gates for your fencing, and probably the ability to customize your fence. I wish I could customize it to like white or pink. I think that would be really cool to add because it could keep certain areas locked up. I know some people would appreciate that because me personally, I don't take this game as seriously as some people do. I've seen people like on Reddit talk about how people have stolen their flowers, turnips, or something like that. And I feel like having a gate in the game could kind of solve some of those problems. Maybe they won't even add the gate, but the gates would be pretty cool. The next question is, and also, how did you get your dreamies? So I villager hunted for all of my dreamies except for Marshall. I had to buy his amiibo because I could not find him at all. He was not in my move-in queue. He was nowhere to be found. Like, I couldn't find this little guy. So I caved in and I bought his amiibo. So now I have him literally for life. And our last question has multiple parts. So the first one is, will you ever do a face reveal? How long do you think you could survive in a zombie apocalypse? Do you have any pets? If so, what are they and what are their names? What's your favorite food? Do you have a favorite singer or any favorite songs? How old are you? Okay. So to answer the first question, will I ever do a face reveal? I got this question a lot on my TikTok and a lot of the comments, and I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I thought about it a lot and I'm a little camera shy, and it honestly took me a while to even do a voiceover because I hated hearing my voice. But now it's like, it's whatever to me. But I guess maybe in the future I'll do a face reveal. But as of like right now, no. I'm sorry if that kind of like bummed you out. How long will I survive a zombie apocalypse? Honestly, I've seen The Walking Dead and I'm pretty sure I can survive the zombie apocalypse for like decades, for a very long time. I just know that I'll be like Negan and have like a Lucille with me at all times to survive. So I think I'm very knowledgeable and I could survive, hopefully, unless like the zombies that we see on TV is not how it's gonna be and it's gonna be something different, then we're all screwed. I do have a pet. I have a little doggy and his name is Axel. He is a Shih Tzu Yorkie mix. I love him to death. He can be a little annoying, but I love him so much, and I love that he loves me. My favorite food of all time are tacos. Like, I can eat tacos for the rest of my life and I will not get tired of it. Tacos are just amazing and delicious and they make me really happy. Now for the artists, that's a little hard to pick. I have a lot of favorite artists and they all have great songs, so I can't pick because I appreciate all of these singers and their hard work in trying to provide us with entertainment, and I love all types of music genres. Like, I love them all and I can't pick. As for the songs, I also can't pick. There's just way too many out there to just like pick one. So my answer is all of them. And if you have any recommendations or anything, comment them below. I would love to hear them. And how old am I? I guess the world may never know. I'm just kidding. I am a fabulous 27 years young. Well, that is all the questions I have for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it and got to know me a little bit better. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more videos from me, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. Love you all always. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.